stop. Please stop the plane. Please stop the plane.
What's going on?
She's trying to open the door.
She tried to open this door.
Please stop. Please stop the plane.
This is not normal.
Please stop the plane.
My boyfriend is a felon. I think he's the boyfriend.
Can you please stop the plane? No, stop.
Hey,
Relax. Please.
Talk to me.
can we just please have everyone sit down?
A JetBlue passenger jumped from her seat in the middle of the flight and ran toward the emergency door. Everyone froze. A strange barking sound came from under the floor, and she thought the plane was breaking apart. Some passengers screamed, others looked around in shock, but the truth was far from what she feared.
She said, please stop. Open the door.
No, it's a girl, sweetie. It's the hair balance. It happens all the
Sure?
time.
Positive. You're flying this plane for 4 years. She's calling. It happens every time. I'm sorry, I'm scared you.
Can we? Yeah.
We're gonna stop. You okay? I'm sorry. What's wrong? Okay, can you call the captain? We need to go there. No more students. This sound is...
It happened on a JetBlue Airbus A320, a routine flight filled with quiet chatter and half-asleep passengers. Then came the noise. A deep, pulsing whine echoed from beneath the cabin floor, repeating in short bursts. One woman suddenly panicked. She shouted that something was wrong with the hydraulics and claimed, "My boyfriend's a pilot, I know what that sound means." But she didn't. The sound that startled her wasn't a failure at all. It was the Power Transfer Unit, or PTU, one of the most misunderstood features in commercial aviation. The PTU is part of the Airbus hydraulic system, which controls the brakes, steering, and flight surfaces. On aircraft like the A320, A321, and A330, there are two main hydraulic circuits powered by the engines. When only one engine is running, usually during pushback or taxi, one side of the system has less pressure. That's when the PTU automatically activates. It transfers hydraulic power from one side of the aircraft to the other through rhythmic pressure pulses, keeping the system balanced. To passengers, this creates the famous barking dog sound, a mechanical growl that can echo through the cabin floor for several seconds at a time. Pilots often joke that every Airbus carries a pet dog, but that noise is actually a sign that the airplane is working exactly as it should. Still, to most passengers, any unexpected mechanical sound during a flight can trigger fear. Air travel feels safest when it's quiet, but in truth, modern airplanes are filled with constant activity. Pumps pressurize fuel, valves adjust airflow, and compressors move hydraulic fluid. These systems hum, click, and thump in the background to keep the aircraft functioning. The PTU's barking sound typically happens when passengers are most alert before takeoff or right after landing, so it naturally draws attention. On older A320s, the sound can be louder or more irregular, making it seem like something is wrong even though it's not. In this JetBlue incident, witnesses said the woman stood up and yelled, "Something's wrong with the plane," before cabin crew quickly stopped her from touching the exit door. The flight continued safely, and the captain later reassured everyone over the intercom, "Ladies and gentlemen, that barking noise is just the hydraulic system. It's normal for this aircraft." What seemed like a terrifying malfunction was in fact routine. Events like this aren't uncommon. The Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, reports dozens of in-flight panic incidents each year, most caused by turbulence, unusual noises, or misinterpreted alarms. Many travelers, especially those anxious about flying, stay on high alert after hearing stories of past aviation accidents. But these fears often overlook one key fact. Commercial aircraft are built with multiple layers of redundancy. If one system fails, another automatically takes over. That's the entire reason the PTU exists. On the Airbus A320 family, the PTU connects the green and yellow hydraulic circuits through a mechanical linkage, not an electrical one. This means that even if one engine or pump loses power, the opposite side can still provide hydraulic pressure to essential components like landing gear, rudder, and brakes. The PTU is purely mechanical. It uses pressure, not electricity or fuel, making it reliable in almost any situation. That reliability is also why Airbus engineers chose to keep the design noisy instead of replacing it with quieter electric pumps. It's loud, but it's simple. And in aviation, simple is often safer. Studies of flight data and maintenance logs show that noises mistaken for failures are among the top triggers for passenger anxiety. The PTU's barking dog sound, for instance, is heard on thousands of flights every day worldwide, yet only a tiny fraction lead to panic incidents. For flight crews, the sound is so ordinary that it often goes unmentioned. Some airlines even add it to their pre-flight announcements, warning passengers that they may hear a dog-like noise after pushback to help reduce confusion. Ultimately, the JetBlue episode became another reminder that aviation safety depends not just on engineering, but also on education. The more passengers understand what's normal, the less fear spreads during routine operations. So next time you're on an Airbus and hear that strange barking beneath your seat, remember it's not a problem, it's protection. That rhythmic growl means the hydraulic systems are balanced, the controls are ready, and the aircraft is doing exactly what it's built to do: keep you safe in the sky.